Guruganeshabhyam Namaha.
We saw 4 sources for the name Bharata Varsha. First, after King Bharata in the lineage of Swayambhuva Manu, Agnithra, Nabhi, Rishabha and his son Bharata. Second source, son of Dushyanta who became an emperor. Third, the presiding deity of our motherland Bharata Varsha is Agni. Bharata is a Vedic name for Agni, Agni's land, Bharata Varsha. Fourth, only we Indians recognize the Antaryami aspect of the Supreme Divinity, who does Bharana of all beings from inside. And also Agni, being the presiding Devata of our land, is a god who shares. He takes offerings in yajnas and gives to devas. We as a Samskriti believe in sharing, not keeping everything to ourselves. So our land is Bharata, a land where we believe in the absolute rulership of God, both from outside and inside, and a land where sharing is a culture built into it. We already seen that Sindhu Nadi divides Bharata Varsha into 2 parts, east of Sindhu up to Taiwan and west of Sindhu up to the Mediterranean. This is how it was originally. River Sindhu originates in the Tibetan plateau near Manasarovar, runs through Ladakh towards Gilgit, Baltistan, and then flows in a southerly direction along the entire length of Pakistan to merge into the Arabian Sea near Karachi. East and west of Sindhu. Those who lived west of Sindhu, that is the present-day Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan, they called that part of Bharata Varsha east of Sindhu as Hindustan. What is the proof of this? Dasateri Asmani is a Parsi scripture. In that you will find the term Hind to represent the land to the east of Sindhu. Vaiva Hindava Jagaste. In the 65th ayata of Zarathustra, you will find Aknu Virahamane Vyasanama Aja Hind Amad Vasadanike Akilachunanesta. Vyasa, who was super intelligent, came from Hind. In the 163rd ayata also it is mentioned Chu Vyasa Hindabalakha Amada Gastaspa Jarathustara Bhakavanda. Gastaspa was an Iranian king. Gastaspa is Parsi pronunciation of Guptashwa. During his time, Vyasa came from Hind. The king called in Zarathustra also for a discussion about Atma. Manamarade amam Hindi na jai. Vyasa introduced himself as belonging to Hind. So this division of Bharata Varsha into east and west. On the east we saw it extended up to Taiwan, and to the west of Sindhu, Afghanistan, Pakistan of course, Mesopotamia, Iran, Greece, up to Mediterranean. Even the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, up to Red Sea. Basically, China Sea on the east and Mediterranean and Red Sea on the west. This entire region was Bharata Varsha. There is a region called Aryavarta. Asamudra tuvai purvad, asamudra cha paschimata, tayorevantaram giriyor Aryavartam vidurbudhaha. Samudra to the east and west, Himalaya to the north and Vindhya to the south. This is as per Manusmriti. Originally, if you see, Arya Desha was much bigger and vaster. Rigveda 4th Mantala, 30th Sukta, 18th Richa. Utatya sadhya Arya Sarayorindra Parataha Arna Chitrarathavadhihi. This is about how Indra eliminated 2 kings, Arna and Chitraratha, who lived on the other side of Sarayu. They were Aryas but still did not pay respect to Indra. Indra killed them. This Sarayu is not the Sarayu of Ayodhya. The Vedic Sarayu is different. The Vedic Sarayu originated from Hindu Kush. This is the river being referred here. Hindu Kush extends through the present day Afghanistan, Pakistan and Tajikistan. This mantra from Rigveda itself is proof that the land of the Aryans extended beyond what is conceived as Aryavarta presently. Aryavarta is limited to India. Setting Sindhu Nadi as the western boundary of Aryavarta was done by a Muni called Paidhinasi. Originally, those living to the west of Sindhu called the land on the east as Sindhustan or Hindustan, and those living in the east of Sindhu called the land to its west as Parasthan, land of the Parsis. The land of the Aryans to the west of Sindhu was originally called Aryana or Aryans, as modern history calls it. Then how did all these change? That Paidhinasi Muni and even Manu considers only the land to the east of Sindhu alone suitable for performing yajnas as Punya Bhumi or pure land. People living to the west of Sindhu river took a stand, a completely opposite stand, right opposite to that in the Vedas. We will go into this in detail later. But essentially we can say that the entire Jambu Dvipa were followers of Devas. But later on, those to the west of Sindhu Nadi became rebels. They stopped accepting the supremacy of Indra. This region included Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, the entire Middle East, Greece, Turkey, etc. You should remember that in the Bhauma Triloka, the Bhauma Devas lived above the Pamir mountain up to the North Sea, largely the Siberia. The Upadevas such as Yakshas and Gandharvas lived below the Pamir up to Himachal Pradesh, and humans, lived below the Himalayas up to the southern tip of Indian subcontinent. Manushyas were followers of Devas, as in the Vedas. India is a Greek word in Hellenistic Greek and also Indos in ancient Greek. And it is connected to Indra. India is connected to Indra. Originally, these terms were used with respect to the land east of Ariana to segregate the totally opposite religious belief. See what a distorted picture of our real history the Western historians and some modern Indologists with vested interests have given us. Originally, from China Sea to Red Sea and the Mediterranean, it was one land inhabited by the Aryans. This got divided into east and west of Sindhu as Hindustan and Paristan. Those west of Sindhu took up a different religious path, a rebellious path. These historians tell us Aryans were a tribe that migrated from Mesopotamia into India and fought with the natives here to establish supremacy. See how untrue it is. We are going to explore this much more in detail. Up till now, two major things we have seen about the real history of Bharata Varsha. The concept of Bhauma Triloka. Bharata Varsha is the Agni Loka, Central Asia is the Antariksha Loka, and Siberia is the Swarga Loka. This is a reflection of the Divya Triloka on the surface of earth. All the events that happen in the Divya Triloka reflect and happen on the Bhauma Triloka also. This concept of gods living on earth is nothing new to us. Lord Rama, Sri Krishna, they have all lived on earth in certain identifiable places. Ayodhya, Mathura. The Vedic gods also lived on earth. That is what we are seeing here. And also, Aryans were the original inhabitants of Bharata Varsha, which is the land with China Sea in the east and Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea in the west. And also, Bharata Varsha got divided into two parts vertically, east of Sindhu and west of Sindhu. East of Sindhu remained as the followers of Devas, and west of Sindhu became rebels and started following a different path. Why and how this happened, we will explore further. Harihi Om.
यज्ञो हि श्रेष्ठतमं कर्म